Hello everybody, welcome to a World of Warship Blitz video, and in today's video we are going to be answering the question Bismarck versus Tirpitz, which is the better ship? So when I first got the Tirpitz, well, I got the Bismarck first and I got the Tirpitz out of an event, and when I first had both ships, my view of life was pretty simple. I was a pretty simple sort of a guy. And basically the Tirpitz was the Bismarck with torpedoes. Made it seem pretty straightforward. The Tirpitz is a fantastic ship, better than the Bismarck in every way because it is the Bismarck, plus it has torpedoes. Things are a little bit more nuanced than that, and the nuance was discovered when I looked at my win ratio. So the win ratio for the Bismarck, for me, is 5% better than the win ratio for the Tirpitz. And actually recently I've been playing both, and I'm of the opinion that the Bismarck, for my style of play, is the better ship. So how can a ship that's the same as another ship but have one less weapon system be the better ship than the one that has one more weapon system? Well, the devil's in the detail. So the ships are essentially the same. I did a stats by stats comparison. The Bismarck has 340 more hit points, essentially, than the Tirpitz, and there's a slight difference in damage reduction across one of the damage reduction figures. I can't remember what it is, but when I talk about a slight change, it's like 0.1% different, something like that. So, what is it about the Bismarck that makes it special compared to the Tirpitz? Well, I think there's a couple of things. One is that the historical camo and the elite bonus it gets are better. So for a start, so let's start with the elite bonus. So the Tirpitz has a couple of elite bonuses: damage reduction, or essentially damage and citadel reduction, or torpedo reduction, basically. So really it's a case of, do you think you're going to get hit more by torpedoes or more by gunfire? So the answer is pretty simple. You get a lot more gunfire coming your way. The Bismarck has the same damage reduction, citadel protection, or it gets minus 10% reload on the secondaries and the auto secondaries. So when it comes to a sort of defensive play or an offensive play, my recommendation is that you always go for the offensive play. So the elite bonus for the Bismarck is better than the elite bonus for the Tirpitz. And if you add in the historical camo, things get different a little bit more. So the Tirpitz historical camo is quite good. It provides a plus 4% hit points, plus 4% main battery range, plus 4% torpedo range, and plus 4% secondary battery range. So what that means is that the range on the Tirpitz secondaries can be 7.31 kilometers versus 6.9 for the Bismarck. Of course, the Bismarck fires faster with that 10% reduction every 7.36 seconds rather than every 8.2 seconds. So really they sort of match out, except, well, they don't really, because the Bismarck gets historical camo as well, and its historical camo is plus 4% hit points, plus 6% torpedo damage reduction, which is nice, plus 4% main battery range, which, well, for the shotgun that is the Bismarck or the Tirpitz is sort of nice, but more for entertainment value. But it gets a minus 4% dispersion, and that is the big difference. At this tier, the torpedoes, the game is about range, and not having that range or having that improvement to the range is a really big benefit. The other thing is that the torpedoes for the Tirpitz, I often find, are a bit of a negative. Sure, in some specialised sort of ship of the line broadside combat, the torpedoes may come in better, but you actually have to fire them. They don't fire down the same line as the guns, so you're actually taking your guns off target to get your torpedoes lined up. It's pretty obvious what's going on, and they're only usable in certain positions, but the rest of the time you're actually spending a lot of time trying to cycle through them. And what happens is it resets the aims on your gun. So I actually find that torpedoes are quite a significant distraction. And for those of you that have the Geyser now, you'll probably notice the same thing, where you cycle through. Normally you cycle between main and secondaries, but for the Graf Spey and the Geyser now, you cycle through main, secondaries, torpedoes. And the number of times you accidentally fire the torpedoes in the middle of battle, which is just a sheer waste, means that it's all really downside. So what I've discovered is that from a personal perspective, I just do better in the Bismarck. It's cleaner, and its bonuses are just slightly better for the meta of long range. Anyway, that's my view. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.